Okay, for those who can feel their chakras and know they have energy centers, this is for you. If you're in resonance, please stay. Chakras, you have root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. To check them out is, I move this right now, so don't be saying it's manipulated because I'm manipulating it right now deliberately. So if your chakra spins clockwise, it's on. If it's like this, it's healthy. If it's like this, it's overloading. If it's going backwards, that's negating the actual natural flow of energy that comes from the back and goes through the front. You receive from the back, you go through the front. When it goes linear, that's like this, it's stagnant. And when it does this, also very little action. So what I want you to check is your chakras. Now figure out where your blocks lie. So you have a root chakra, a sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. 7 basic spheres, 7 basic planets. You're all interrelated for the creational aspect of representation of God in human form, namely you. These chakras, root represents earth, sacral, water, emotion, solar plexus, fire, heart, love, throat, sound, third eye, light, seeing, and 7 is the crown. So I will ask you now if you have anything that you think that's running you. So you write that down and then you pause the video so we can determine what is. And this is just a rough sketch to give you a psychological idea of where you are. There's so many readings of possibilities besides tarot. It's interesting. So now we have programs that run the human race. So I name those programs. If a word gives you resonance or the creeps, or you think you stuck with that, write it down. Fear, guilt, shame, grief, lies or lying, illusion, attachments, as in thought forms that won't leave, they're not necessary, and now go back into what you feel. What do you feel? Anybody having fear? Anybody feeling guilt? Or sometimes you feel like you owe the world. Somebody feels ashamed. Where does your shame go? Somebody's grief, you're depressed, grief. You catch yourself or catch others perpetually lying, pathological, as in believing and repeating and lying, not speaking, not verbalizing the truth. Lies. What is it that you'll call the illusion? What is it that you've looked at and it's actually not true? It is an illusion. It's not the true light. You want to see stuff in clarity. And crown, again, earthly attachments, thought forms, but it's also where your downloads come in. So we will go through the chakras right now, figure out if you have blocks. So fear goes to the root chakra. If you're in fear, your root chakra won't, your earth connection is distorted. If you have guilt, you have your emotional body has an instability, and your sacral chakra, as in also your sexual motor, has a little problem. That's where guilt goes. Shame, it corrupts your willpower. If you feel ashamed, you don't have a lot of will to go forward and will your power into the world. Grief and depression and in mourning, you know, as if it's a funeral for you every day, you have something with your heart chakra. You're blocked in your heart. You're not letting the heart energy flow. That's grief. Lies is what lies in the throat chakra. If you speak untruth to manipulate things for gains that are actually artificial or non-essential or only self-serving, your throat chakra is actually blocked. You can still talk and speak, but the energy flow is blocked. Only when you speak truth, energy shall flow through that. That's ancient Vedic text, okay? 6,000 to 10,000 years old, if not older. The third eye is if you don't see what's in front of you, you're falling for the illusion. Then you're third eye blind. Then the light cannot flow, you cannot really perceive, you're in the illusion. So if you follow for tricks and illusions, and something is being shown and you believe that, then your third eye is shut down or blocked. Earthly attachments, if you think you have to attach yourself to the past or things that you can't let go of, then you can't receive information coming through the crown. There is, if you master these 7 chakras, there is the sun gate, which is the 8th chakra, and then there's the central sun aha, which is basically the sun gate is when you're clear. That is the gold. You've reached the infinity. And the central sun is when you are pure consciousness existing, observing. So it's a 9 chakra system, but these 2 will automatically work when the 7 are mastered. Now let's break down what these chakras are for. Science has found out that the Asian texts and Vedic texts and other books were true. They measured meridians according to acupressure and traditional Chinese medicine, and they realized that there are photons moving back and forth, and there are junctions where the heart is, where the throat is, thymus. There are junctions where the arteries go, where like a swirl, a photonic swirl exists. So if you can go in detail in a very super sophisticated program directive of a biophotonic emission perception, you'll see these little things spinning, and they have colors, and these little colors represent the magnetic micro Gauss level coming from the iron pumping through your blood. So these centers are called chakras. These are spinning centers. These are life force centers, and they need to work because this is a network. Also know this, people that say Kundalini awakening and Kundalini practitioners, it is very rare to have a Kundalini experience, and if you have one, you are gentle, you're non-violent, non-aggressive, no weapons, no alcohol, no addictions. You really get clear when you have that because you have seen what it is. That's if you had a Kundalini experience, it makes you that. You're loving, sensual, sexual energy is flowing freely, and it's almost so that it's like overwhelming. That's why you fall in love when you see an angel or an ET in its pure form, because the Kundalini is just spinning. In the ancient legend it says Kundalini is the goddess that is a snake that's coiled 3 times around the root chakra, and when you awaken her, she begins to climb up the chakras, turning all this to correctional spin on all colors of the chakras as you are a rainbow being. When the color of the rainbow is untainted, you become this super chakra, which is this golden egg. That is a super avatar mode, bodhisattva, Buddha head, like really Messiah, Yeshua, like higher form of existence of consciousness in the vessel. When that is on, it'll also be evident because magic will unfold where you sit. So we all want to attain that. That's why it's called salvation. Salvation is the rising of the blood, meaning actually raising, as in that all your mineral levels are, the salt, as in the ocean, the emotion is actually at a level where you are becoming that. So let's go back to the chakras. Root number 1 is earth, is red. Imagine, feel. The command for the root chakra is I have. So in life you want to look at what is it that I have. Are you grateful for what you're having? Are you satisfied, or are you not satisfied with where you are? You're not satisfied with where you are. You're having a hard time in life where you are right now and in your living situation, job, living with people or living by yourself, survival. That is all root chakra. So root chakra also has survival, grounding, realizing what is solidity. Am I solid? Am I consistent? root is the body. Are you feeling yourself? Are you really in tune with what is? Contact to the earth, walking, climbing, swimming, breathing, being aware of the self, lower body, okay? Everything from below the heart, downward, connected the pelvis, where all your stem cells and the production factory basically sits. Through your knees, feet into the ground is rooting. Mental tasks. Are you clear with a task is given and you're fulfilling the task, or you have problems? That's root chakra. How are you eating? How are you sleeping? How are you exercising? How do you recover? What's your learning capacity? Recall, creativity, relating to one another, and moderating the flexibility. Things that you can do, things that you can handle, crisis management, all root chakra based. Make sure that what I've given you is in tune with what is. Then your root chakra shall be fine. I later on will also do a reset for all that watch that. Just a little activation reset for you to change a few things, so you can go over this over and over and over, so this settles in and you understand. Now, second chakra, the sacral, the sexual chakra, also called the seat of life, water. That is your main house for your emotional body. That is your ocean. Is it calm or is it unrest? Sacral color is orange, element is water. Yeah. The command is I feel. Sacral is what is it that I feel, feeling. Also I want, desire, polarity, movement, sexuality, pleasure. I'm partially reading, so because I had to write this down so I can bring this into a concept. Emotion, you know, how you are managing your emotion. Are you in control of your emotional body? Are you giving an answer based on emotion? Are you emotional reactive or are you sound? So if you're emotional reactive, sacral chakra. Many people have sacral chakra issues. Emotional response, change, you know, you're equipped to handle change. Solid sacral chakra. Liquids, drink your water, structured water, well water, fountain water, circulation, circulatory system, urinary process of elimination. Urinary tract is you take in life, you digest, you assimilate, and then process of assimilation. What's not needed shall leave you. What's needed will be assembled. You know, if you don't have that correctly by knowing what's what, and basically you eat a lot of ish, then is a lot of ish sitting in you and you don't want that, then your sacral chakra is congested and you're blocked. Also, what else do we have? The sexuality. How do you express yourself? How do you suppress yourself? How do you repress yourself? All of this plays a role in how active that is. Nurturance, reproduction, sweetness of desire, so loving, sensuality, exchange, all that stuff. How is this taking place in your life, if that's even taking place? Life-giving to ideas, birthing, fertile thoughts, fertility in itself, sexual flow of energy, and a little bit of willpower, because that's the solar plexus feeds when the sacral is aligned. Okay, so now third chakra, solar plexus, power, fire. The color is yellow. The command is I can, I will. Your willpower, energy, transformation, metabolism, having the energy to will it into existence, matter to energy, you know, transforming matter into energy. Butterflies, Yeah, that's solar plexus. Butterflies rising is acknowledging energy and attraction. What attracting signal. Solar plexus is end go. If you're a person that says, well, tomorrow I'm going to, I don't know, travel to Tulum, and for the last 7 years you've been saying that and you never do, well, then you have a very weak willpower. You're in your mind, you're imagining what you will do, but you don't have the goal signal. Goal signal not coming through. Solar plexus is action. Anybody that does action, healthy yellow energy flowing from your solar plexus, you're doing, you are a doer. Okay? If that yellow is not flowing or it's tainted, you know, usually we're just dreamers sitting in dream space and not activating forward. So solar plexus, power, fire, yellow also means get up and go. Action, digestion. Addiction can taint that. If you have an addiction, your entire willpower collapses to that addiction. So solar plexus also meaning, you know, like the sun, moving energy, regulating from a power, centralizing energy. If that is all okay with you, then you have no problem. You know, as I said in the beginning, shame goes to the solar plexus. Shame, like if you're ashamed of your father or ashamed of your mother or ashamed of a relative, well, then your entire solar plexus just kind of goes dim, the lights go kind of dim, the spin goes slower, the energy flows slower. So chakra number 4, the heart, green, the command, I love. Heart means balance, compassion, relationship, center, being centered, relating to the world, you and the world. Air, breathing. Am I breathing past my heart chakra? Or am I breathing, you know, like we are, most of us are shallow breathers. We're sitting at the job and we're going, like we're kind of like almost hyperventilating, not giving ourselves enough space to breathe, room to breathe. Heart, I am home here. Heart is where the home is. Home is where the heart is. Mind-body connection. Do you really, is this and this connected, or is your mind here and your body is here? That means you're not in your heart. Be in your heart when you do things, because if you're not, it's going to be evident, it'll show. Like if somebody says it's half-hearted. So that's the heart chakra color. Green, I love. Is your love okay? Green, how do you feel with that color? How's your balance in life? That's your heart. If that's not in balance, then the things that I've mentioned to you are not really where they're in the positive. And you should know where your compassion is or should be. If those who don't know, then you Google the word compassion. You know, what does that even mean? Now chakra number 5, sound, throat chakra, bright blue. I speak, I verbalize it. First there was the word, and the word was with you, and you were God. Lord of command is actually you. Not any outside construct, not anything to worship outside of you. You are laying the command of free will. And so you lay the law of everything that is a blueprint and in a reflective manner of what you are putting out there will be reflected back to you of what is. No more, no less. Like they say, 360 degrees, a complete cipher. You can't add or take away. It is complete. Sound. I speak. Vibration. Communication. Creative communication. Thymus. It's your thymus, your hormonal balance, the temperature in your body. Are you cold a lot? Are you hot a lot? What is the perfect temperature for you to feel comfortable? We say this is okay. Purify. Sound purifies. Communication is rhythmic activity. When it is in balance, the rhythmic activity creates rainbows and you can say cymatic pictures coming from your mouth, creating worlds and universes, and that all the time, and you are the one that is responsible for what you verbalize and create. Sometimes it is good to speak. Sometimes silence is golden. I know artists can't afford that because they want to go gold. A little joke on the side. Sometimes golden is silver. Know when to speak. Know when to act. Know when replying is being cold and you're not really saying anything. Knowing what rhythmic communication is. So if your voice is weird, or I'm trying to say a little song over there, and you in and out, or you're too loud, that means you're not in tune with your throat chakra. You're not feeling yourself. You need to sense that. You need to be in tune with, I'm a sound here, you are sound. That goes so deep. This goes back in tonation, 432 hertz, holy frequencies, Gregorian chanting and whatnot. Sound creates the world and the universe. And this is where I stop, otherwise it goes into the creation of worlds. Now, number 6, the third eye, the light is indigo. The command is I see. These I serve, but this is what actually is what makes you see what is. So clairvoyance is there once you're super active. Memory, can you recall in images, memory, life, places where you've been? That's all third eye. Can you visualize with your eyes closed objects, places? Pictorial, holographic, third eye. I see, clairvoyance, like I said, dreams, vision, color. A display of pattern is what your brain defines as reality. Pattern recognition, cosmic memory, intuition. Clearing means avoiding suggestive images. Like, if you can do that, that's called visual fasting. If you can avoid that what's non-essential, you have a very powerful third eye. Also, you'll have a very keen sense of what is in your intuition. Like a detective that can smell when something is wrong, or he has an idea somebody is lying, or there's something not right. You understand the flow of things. If something wobbles, that doesn't really play how it's supposed to, and this is how the river runs it, and you see a little dent there and the water, there's a spill going on, and in your feeling is there's something not right. That's your third eye. That's your intuition, also feminine energy. Again, the color is indigo. Now we're going to the last chakra, the 7, your crown. You're all kings and queens. You're all here, you're all on earth, you're all royal. Whatever people say they want to be, that's mental. What is not what your mind wants. What is what your soul needs, and who you truly are in your true form. So, the crown is thought forms. The color is violet. The command is I know. Like knowing what is actually crown active. A lot of people are not connected because they don't really know what's going on. We're all here to learn and expand so we can reach that level that we actually see this is what's going on. Information, understanding, awareness, consciousness, again pattern, contemplation, which is concentration and meditation put together. Abstract, versatile, crown. Infinite connection to the source. Pattern implies order. That is the rule of the universe. Pattern always implies order. If it doesn't have pattern, it doesn't have a structure, it can't hold. So a lie is like a wacky wobbling bridge, and if the boots of truth kind of wander over it, it'll break down. Pattern that is solid is self-sustainable, and we are learning to develop that on all levels on this planet. So infinity connection, the gateway to higher consciousness, the gateway to meta pattern, like getting the bigger picture, has to do with your crown. Deep central truth, manifesting thought into form. This comes from, thoughts are not here. They're not generated. This is not a generator. This is an antenna system. You attract thoughts, they go in here, and you bring it forth. And you create worlds. So this is the connection from heaven to earth. This is the body. So know that your chakras have to have certain spins. So I will do a reset with you, even for those that think or feel they have something. We're going to do a quick reset. Usually I do that when I do readings. Once it is listed, you'll see it'll be a chakratic correctional system. So we're going from root to your crown chakra. To reset you, I clap my hands and I say a number. The spin is clockwise, okay? So for all your chakras right now, sit up straight, inhale through your nose, out through your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Quick nose, mouth, quick. Relax, regulate breathing. Now for your root chakra, clockwise spin, imagine the number 8. Sacral chakra, clockwise, imagine the number 18. Solar plexus, clockwise, imagine the number 20. Heart chakra, clockwise, imagine the spin number 23. Throat chakra, clockwise, imagine the number 28. Third eye chakra, clockwise, spin number 38. Crown chakra, clockwise, and the number 141. So these are program reference modulations for you to be reset. So now all chakras reset. And just go over that and sit with it and see what you feel and how this goes through your body, goosebumps, whatever you feel. Drink a glass of water, lay down, feel the difference after this video, and please comment in the comment section. And if you haven't felt anything, comment and say you're not feeling anything, because that is also something that's very evident of what is. So I'd like to hear your response, not reply, and really feel into yourself. So to sum it all up real quick, that you know this, you know, for all the chakras, fear goes to your root, guilt goes to your sacral, shame goes to your solar, grief goes to your heart, the lies, the untruth comes from the throat. The heart never lies. The third eye is the illusion, and the crown is earthly attachments. When you clear yourself and everything functions, you become golden, you connect with your sun gate, then you're clear, then you're gold. Upstairs sees that, that's the key, and then you have central sun access, and that is pure consciousness, being all existence, connecting all God consciousness. And that's what all want to attain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 bodies make you, and hopefully that give you a rough idea of what chakratic energy is and what a chakra is. An energy center that has a spin that is controlled through magnetic and photonic flows, where the junctions, the energy centers in your body are, and they need to function.